like, because it seems like it's a lot of Houston people on that show. Junior, Tommy, Carla, and then I see J. Anthony Brown. Yeah, he's not from Houston, but did you like have a lot of input in putting all those people?
Absolutely. I'm from Houston, Texas. Born
Right.
and raised in Houston, Texas. Born here, went to high school here, graduated from college, University of Houston, where I got my math degree, was done in Houston, Texas. Tommy's character, which we started in Los Angeles, was a character that I used to do on radio in Houston, Texas. And then Carla, she was a program director, a music director for a radio station that I used to be the sidekick on in Houston, Texas. And so in 2005, when we got an opportunity to do syndication after we left our contract with 92.3 The Beat, and didn't have another contract, by the way. We just went out on faith and planning that this was going to be a bigger opportunity, because I always felt that Steve was bigger than LA. I always felt that his brand spoke to more people than just one market, and which I believe proved to be true. And so Carla came on board as my music director, and I eventually moved as an on-air talent. And Tommy came on as his play nephew. And we played off that he was his real nephew for comedy effects, but we all know now that nephew Tommy and Steve Harvey are not related.
I didn't know that until you just said it. I didn't know that.
That was the whole premise. That was the whole premise of how we did the show. Was to, have a kid that was uncontrollable that Steve had to answer to, but knew he couldn't fire him. So you know that whole thing. You hire family, you cry with family. Okay, and that was the whole premise of the character. He was stupid, but you can't fire him, because guess what? You got to call mama. You call mama, that's a different conversation.
Man. So when did you, because you guys did the Hoodie Awards,
yes,
and you guys were like on top, and then he had the opportunity to go to LA for do the show, and then that's when you stopped managing them, right?
Well, I stopped managing Steve Harvey in 2016 because of the fact that I wanted to define my legacy. I looked up and realized that Steve Harvey had a career.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I built a brand where he was a host of Miss Universe. He was hosting Little Big Shots. He had a talk show, a syndicated radio show. He had Family Feud syndicated, Family Feud celebrity version, Showtime at the Apollo, and Rushion McDonald was sitting back there collecting one check. And so I felt that I wanted to talk about some things. And that's why, and believe me, when I left my relationship with Steve Harvey, I didn't really have a plan. I just knew that I had to make a plan and figure this out. And so I left with a lot of celebrity status tied to him, but it was not tied to me. And so my platform of Money Making Conversations, which is about entrepreneurship and entertainment, allows me to grow my brand, and has allowed me to grow my brand, and also to establish the voice of who I am and what I actually represent as knowledge and information that I give away for free on my podcast and on my YouTube channel to individuals. And I just been amazed at the amount of celebrities and people I don't know and did know and do know have done my show and are continually doing the show. It's pretty crazy.
Can you tell people how to find your show, just in case they?
Oh, absolutely. If you got a YouTube, I think everybody has YouTube. Just type in Money Making Conversations with an S, and it'll pop up. I have 31,000. I started my YouTube channel in January. I currently have 31,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I have my social media. I have almost 800,000 Facebook followers at Rushion McDonald. I have a fan club with almost 90,000. Well, it's over 90,000 fan club followers. I have a newsletter that goes out every Friday morning at 9 a.m. And then I also have moneymakingconversations.com, where you can listen to all the YouTube interviews that are tied to Money Making Conversations, as well as my podcast, which is tied to iHeartRadio. So there are a lot of, usually, if you just Google my name, a lot of activity pops up, and it's usually tied to success, because in doing your show, when the opportunity to do my show, I wanted to do your show because of the fact that I knew of my relationship with you. It's not necessarily that we sat down and we ate some chicken together. It's just that I knew of your relationship and I knew what you were trying to do. And so, I can sit on my front porch and tell people and also share advice about I'm just a regular guy, that works very hard. I work very, very hard. And I get up every day at 4 a.m. to prepare for my success. And usually I go to bed about 11:30 midnight every night. And I'm comfortable with that schedule because I'm living my life. And I don't need sleep because I actually go to sleep to get up. And a lot of people don't understand when I say that is that if you go to sleep with a plan to get up, then it's easy to get up. You won't hit the snooze button.
Yep.
But if you go to sleep and you don't know why you're getting up, then it's going to be a battle.
Yeah.
If you're getting up at a job you don't want, that's a battle. You getting up with dealing with kids you don't want to deal with, that's a battle. If you're sleeping in bed with somebody you don't want to be sleeping with, that's a battle.
Ooh.
So I have removed all the battles out of my life. I don't have battles when I get up because I have goals in place. Now, am I happy when I get up? No, nobody's happy getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Nobody. But I have plans that I have to deal with, and I have success stories that I have to write. And that's my goals.
Hey, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is the official Cherry Johnson. That way you never miss one of our Cherry's World podcasts.